calisthenics for the martial arts practitioner, specifically like the striking style arts. I've been doing Taekwondo since I was 10. I don't really know much about like BJJ and wrestling style martial arts, so these are applied to things that involve a lot of kicking, punching, and striking exercises. Number 1, explosive push-ups, naturally. Keeping your arms about shoulder width or so, elbows into the side, and having very smooth and graceful push-up motions. You're not looking to land hard on the floor. Second of all, practice push-ups, get to the point where you can do push-ups proficiently with your hands underneath you. We don't punch with our arms like way out to the side and the elbows out to the side very often, if at all. Everything is nice and tight, elbows are in tight toward the ribs to offer protection. So get comfortable with doing push-ups with your hands really close in or even underneath you to build up that kind of strength that you need for more direct striking and punching. On the other side, we have pulling exercises, single arm pulling off of rings, suspension strap type of deal. And again, elbows driven down into your rib cage as hard as possible, and your hand is coming into your chest or closer to your center line. You can have a little bit of torque and rotation with this exercise, but try to keep it to a minimum. Make sure you have the same amount of reps on each side. For your core, leg raises are the standard here, and for a number of reasons. Number 1 is this is building tension control through the range of motion. You want to have as much tension in your abs at the bottom of this exercise as you do at the top. This helps keep your mind-muscle connection strong so you can contract and tense up your abs in order to protect yourself from getting the wind knocked out of you when you're moving around. Also remember, with leg raises, the point isn't actually to move your legs, it's to move your hips. Abs pull your pelvis up off the floor, so focus on that and your legs are more along for the ride. The other core exercise I find helpful is what I call Spyder planks, where you're in a plank with your arms and legs fairly wide apart and you lift one arm or leg at a time while trying to keep your body still. This helps to control that torquing and shearing force, that 3DX that some people talk about, so that your body learns how to generate a lot of power from your feet to your hands in rotational form, so that way you build stability and a lot of rotational power. On the back side of your body, we have table bridges, and we have straight leg bridges. These are gonna strengthen everything along the backside of your body, including your spinal erectors, your glutes, and your hamstrings, which are very key in giving you explosive power from your legs and also helping to prevent some of those little tweaky injuries that can happen to your back when you're doing a lot of this explosive torquing exercises or techniques with things like throws, twisting, jumping, all sorts of things. For your lower body, lunges are the order of the day, where we're moving forward. Deep lunges, almost all of our weight is on the front leg, knee coming forward. Keep your glutes and hamstrings tense and pull yourself forward with your front leg rather than push off with your back leg. Walking up and down in a very smooth fashion. The other thing too is use this in an explosive way where you have a skipping or somewhat jumping lunge. Again, try to keep the weight on the front leg rather than more 50-50 for some of that explosive power that you need from your legs. Even if you're not jumping like you would in, say, Taekwondo, being able to move forward very quickly and aggressively comes from having that explosive power. And lastly, for your legs, if you're involved in an art that involves a lot of kicking, you need very strong and stable hips. So employ what I call hip sweeps. This is an exercise where you lift your leg up to the front and you swing it around to your back and then back around to the front again. Try and keep both legs straight and keeping that kicking leg as high as possible. You're working your hips with both legs. The hips in your stable leg and your grounding leg are working to keep you balanced and stable, and one in the other leg are working to move and mobilize that leg that you need for kicking. So those are your basic movements. I'll put a basic routine down below, but in general, work these things a couple times a week, maybe as a bit of a warm-up before your martial arts training, a couple of sets rather, reps 5, 10 or so, just enough to get the blood flowing, and you'll find that it has good carryover into your martial arts training. Questions below, check out more videos here. Be fit, live free.